Thank you, Sajjan Atam, for the introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guest. Before we start ahead with our meeting today, I would like to thank all of you for joining us on Sunday evening. I would like to acknowledge the presence of District Officer Toastmaster Shivani, Division Director of Division F, and all my dear guests who have taken your time out on Sunday evening and join us. Stay tuned, we have a lot of learning coming up ahead. I remember my first day of my college. I entered in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and I saw these big pictures of toppers on the department board. And I stood there and was looking at these pictures, and I decided that one day my picture is going to be there. And throughout the year, I worked so hard to get my profile picture there. Spent most of my days in library, reading, taking notes, and guess what? My hard work paid off. I did score good marks. And on the first day of second year, I entered in my college with so much pride. Finally, I scored 9.6 CGPA in the first year. And I was so happy that I am doing something really good in life. I entered in my class with a lot of dignity. And I didn't notice that first class of my second year was on communication skills. Why should I care? I am the topper of my department anyway. Teacher entered in the class. She looked at me. I looked at her. I was so happy that somebody is going to mention about me being topper today in the class. She gave me a broad smile. I returned 1-2 and she said, Gangaram, come here and introduce yourself. Seriously? Self-introduction? I never thought that. I stood up, shaking. I struggled to walk normally to podium, and I saw these 120 pairs of big eyes looking at me. My hand started shaking, my legs started shaking, and I felt like somebody is taking out life out of my body. I started speaking, but I couldn't gather my thoughts. I couldn't recollect any words of English vocabulary I learned till the second year of my engineering. And I gave up. I couldn't utter a single word, neither in English nor in Hindi. I could hear some were laughing at me. On that day, my Toastmasters and dear guest, I realized that neither those 9.6 CGPA nor that gold award I got from my head of the department are going to help me introduce myself in front of this 60 bunch of people. There is no essence of having abundance of knowledge if you don't know how to communicate with others. You might have specific technical knowledge, training of a subject, but to succeed, you will definitely need leadership, communication, and time management skills. And that's what we are going to help you today in this session. And today, we have someone who is going to enlighten us with these skills. She is a system engineer by profession and working in TCS since 5.5 years. She is a front-end developer, security ninja, and a DevOps engineer. Along with this, she is also a Toastmasters since January 2018. She has served as the area director of Area N3 District 98 in the past. She has served her club as president and vice president public relationship in the past. She is currently serving as vice president membership. She has been a club sponsor and club mentor in the past. She is currently serving as division director of our division and District 98. Please help me welcome our mentor, division director, Toastmaster Deepalika, on topic bridging the soft skills gap. Toastmaster Deepalika, can you confirm, can you check audio or video so we just could hear you without any interruptions?
Yes. Am I audible and visible?
Yes. Over to you, Toastmaster Deepalika.
Thank you so much, moderator Toastmaster Gangaram, for that elaborate introduction. I am overwhelmed. I have asked him to shorten the bio, but I guess he has read all of it. Thank you so much for it. Good evening, everyone. I hope you are having an amazing Sunday. This being the last of the first month of 2022, let's have some fun. Let's keep the session interactive. I would request everyone to please turn on the videos. Meanwhile, I'll be sharing my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Is my screen visible? Can somebody confirm? Okay, great. I would be glad if we have more participants. Let's keep this interactive. You can unmute. You can talk about whatever you want. We have questions at the end of the session, so keep your questions reserved till the end. But if you have any answers to provide to my questions, you can surely unmute yourself and proceed. Bridging the soft skills gap. Toastmaster Gangaram shared a fantastic experience about how many people fail to introduce themselves. Thinking about it, we are the ones who should be knowing ourselves the most, and we fail to do so. Even if we know us, why is it that we cannot express ourselves or we cannot introduce ourselves to somebody else? Let's find it out today. What do you, so let's get back to the basics. What are skills? Anyone? What do you mean by skills? What is a skill? How do you define skill?
Abilities, competencies.
Exactly. And
a way of doing some task in a manner.
okay. Any more answers?
Doing the
Yes.
task in a such a way.
Okay.
Expertise in doing something.
Exactly. We are getting quite relatable answers. Quite interesting. Let's go ahead. Skill is a term that encompasses all the three: knowledge, competencies, and abilities to perform an operational task. Skills are something which are developed through experience, and it can also be learned as well as taught. Okay. So if I say chemistry is the knowledge, cooking and baking are the skills. We know that how can milk be coagulated into cheese, or how can it be converted into curd, and we apply it when we cook. So that is the conversion of our knowledge into solving the real life problems. When you are converting knowledge to solve real life problems and you are champion in that doing so, you are a skill based person. Talking about skills, there are two types of skills, which skills can be broadly categorized into two types. One are called as the hard skills, the other one are the soft skills. Hard skills are learnable and presentation skills. It includes all your degrees, qualifications, the knowledge that you hold, the certifications that you do. These are measurable. Every person has these hard skills. They learn it through their schools, colleges, graduations, any of the programs that you enroll into. You learn the hard skills. You get the knowledge, you get the certificates, and we can rank you on the basis of that. But soft skills are hard to measure. It differs from person to person. These are the personal characteristics of a person, or the traits and the interpersonal skills that they hold. These are also learned through time, through experience, through somebody who helped you groom them, by a mentor, by a trainer. But these are so hard to measure or categorize that it differs from one person to the other. And that is where it makes all the difference. That is where it makes you stand out of the crowd. In today's world, if we look into things, soft skills are surpassing the abilities, or surpassing the hard skills. If you have the knowledge, you don't know how to convert that knowledge, or you don't know where to apply that knowledge, the knowledge is of no use. So we say that learn things, but also learn where to apply it. If you are learning things and you don't know where and how to apply it, your knowledge goes into waste. Now, why are soft skills essential? It is seen that 85% of the hires, or 85% of people who get hired by employers, they have the soft skills abilities, and only 15% of the hard skills are considered while hiring you. If I take an interview process, the first round is generally the technical round, or the logical abilities, or MCQs or problem solving questions. That's it. The second round is your HR round. Now, somebody who is good in technical skills, they may or may not get a job letter or an interview, or pass an interview, because they lack interpersonal or communication skills which are required for the HR interview. And then some other companies might also have managerial skills if you are applying for a managerial post. So your hard skills actually comprise of only the 15% share of your entire success. 85% is what 85% of your success is being credited to these soft skills. Why is it required? Soft skills gives you a long-term job success. Now, also remember, soft skills are something which you need to learn and you need to practice. If you stop practicing, you will lose the grip. So it is something which you need to learn every day, polish every day, and apply it wherever it is required. And it gives you a long-term job success because it is very generalized. If you are somebody who is very particular about time, even if you switch professions, you will succeed because you are a punctual person. Soft skills makes you more presentable and creates impeccable first impressions. Confidence is one of the soft skills. Now, suppose Toastmaster Gangaram would have been confident enough to introduce himself to the class. He is a topper of his college, we all know that. But then it might happen that that day he lacked that courage or the confidence to present himself in front of others. And that might have created a not so good first impression. So soft skills makes you more presentable to everyone. And as I said, it's general. So in any domain that you go to, this is applicable. Soft skills are also hard to automate. When I say automate, we have washing machines. It replaces the washerman. We have microwaves. It might replace our cooks. We have vacuum cleaners. It has replaced the house elves. But have you ever received a call from a credit card company or a bank providing you the access to credit cards or loans? Why are these calls not automated? They could have easily done that. They have hundreds of numbers to call to. Why aren't these automated? You can unmute and answer.
Because those people will try to convince.
Yes. So they have the convincing skills. They have the knowledge on how to persuade people. They'll inquire you about what you do, where you work. Are you a housewife? Are you a working professional? And then provide you the credit card as per your requirements. That is something which is very hard to automate in a system and talk to a robot or a machine regarding your credit card. So they have these persuasion skills which help customers to get into this process. It might happen that generating the credit card and then posting it to your residential address, it might be an automated process. But persuasion is something which is hard to learn for any of the automated tools. The modern workplace is interpersonal. As I said, we are changing rapidly and the workplace is changing rapidly. Nowadays, everybody has the hard skills. They're not hired until and unless they have a good degree or they have topped their institutions. Every topper from all the institutions are clubbed together into one skills. How do you differentiate between these toppers? The one who is good with the team, the one who behaves properly with the team, the one who communicates properly inside the team, the one who leads in the team, the one who generates ideas, the one who appreciates others is the one who stands out. So, to have a positive working environment, it is very important that you start applying these soft skills in your profession. Soft skills also helps you in networking, building trust, and to lead teams. As I say it, we are here in this room, 21 of us, each from different areas. We don't know who you are. We don't know what this is about, but everybody has one single goal they want to learn. And that is how our network grew. The next time that we meet each other, we have something to talk in common. Second is building trust. When you are confident, when you are punctual about some of the things, when you complete your work on time, when you meet your deadlines, when you fulfill your commitments, you build the trust with your team, with your team members, as well as people around you who are working with you. The third one is to lead teams. Now, I had one of my colleagues. He was very creative and had solutions to every problem. The only problem lies that he was never allowed to express his ideas. Here, we lacked a good manager or a supervisor who would never appreciate any ideas coming up from the team. When this manager got replaced by another manager, we found that this colleague found the correct place to share his or her ideas. So it's very important that you trust your team and you give them the opportunities where they can share their ideas, where they can openly discuss the solutions that the system demands. There are some basic soft skills which can be essential and which are essential in today's life. If I categorize them, there are about 45 soft skills which are there, out of which I have jotted down a few of them. The top 5 soft skills as per LinkedIn's report from 2021 are communication, emotional quotient, collaboration and teamwork, critical thinking, and creativity. Now, if you look into the things, we all have families, we have our moms. Our moms are the most skillful person on this planet. They have all these soft skills embedded in them. Let's take examples. The first one is communication. She knows how to communicate with each and everyone. She is the link to pass on all the communication. Even if a child is fearful of his or her father, they'll definitely communicate with their mother. And that is how the communication passes on in some of the families. I know that if I need to go on a trip, I need to convince my mom, and then the things go smooth. They are great communicators. It is very important that they communicate it right, and also to communicate with a purpose. So if you don't have a purpose and you just keep on saying things, nobody will pay attention to you. So whenever you speak, try to be concrete and try to make things clear in 1 or 2 sentences. That's it. The second is emotional quotient. In today's world, when people are stuck at their home, it's very important that we empathize with people. This is one of the toughest skills to master, that you empathize with people, because we are humans. We lose our temper, we get angry, we might shout at someone in a workplace. We never know how his or her day is going on. So be a bit more empathetic when you are dealing with your teams, when you are working, or even with your family. The same thing. My mom has great emotional quotient. She knows when somebody is having a bad day, and she'll make it better by maybe doing something which we like or cooking our favorite food. And she can set things into right place. Collaboration and teamwork, this is something which is required and which is sought after in every college graduate who is passing out from their colleges. The reason being, as soon as you land into a corporate, you will be put into a project team. If you do not know how to work in a team, it will be very difficult for you to adapt. It will be very difficult for you to learn. Many a times, we in a team learn by our peers. It's not a supervisor who comes up and teaches you things. It's your peers who help you in learning. So it's very important that you know how to work with the team, how to work for a team. I remember one thing here. When I started my journey in TCS, I had these amazing teammates. I was one of the youngest among all these five. And every time that I had some extra work and I had to stay up late, these guys would stay up with me. They'll stay back with me. They had no work to do. They'll just sit around me. They'll keep instructing me do this and do that, but they'll stay back just because just to create a good environment inside a team, a positive one, a learning one. I learned from them how to support your juniors. Now that one of my juniors or any of my juniors have some work and they have to stay back, I just stay back with them just to ensure that I am with you. That feeling is perhaps the most satisfying one, that your team is there with you no matter what. The fourth one is critical thinking. There are different ways to reach to a solution. There is one solution to every problem, but the path differs. Now you need to think about which path is the best to reach out to that solution. Here, what my mom used to do earlier in childhood, when I used to say that I am full because I didn't like the vegetables that has been cooked up, or whatever food that she cooked, and I didn't had that appetite to continue with the dinner or so. I used to say that I'll have only one chapati. She used to say okay, and then she'll prepare a big chapati, a big sized chapati, because that's the solution to her answers. I'll have one chapati. She prepared one chapati, but that's a bigger size. I didn't mention the size. And her problem is sorted. The fifth one is creativity. This is something which sets you apart. By creativity, I am not asking you that you need to be good in drawing or you have to be an artist. Creativity lies in anything and everything you do. It lies in how you look into things, how differently you look into things. If I think about it, this is something which is organized by Toastmasters, but it is not a regular Toastmasters meeting. We are learning, but we are having fun. This is creativity. Ngage is a product of creativity. Other than these skills, we have confidence. As I said, if people are more confident, they become much more presentable. They are self-aware of what they are speaking about, of what they are doing. Leadership. If you have all these qualities and you know how to work in a team and you understand the requirements of your team members, you might as well lead them. You might as well find solutions to their problems. You might as well communicate it to others as to how to develop these solutions. The next one is time management. Very easy, but one of the most difficult things to do in day-to-day life. I was struggling to manage my time between office, Toastmasters, and my family. And then I came up with a solution. It's okay, I have less attention span and I agree to it. What do? I set a timer of 30 minutes. I work for 30 minutes. I take a break of 3 minutes. In those 3 minutes, I check all my messages. If there is something which is a burning issue or which is on high priority, the next 30 minutes are dedicated to solve that problem. And then I return back and it's keep on switching between 30 minutes, 3 minutes gap, and again a 30 minutes of work time. I take breaks as well, but then my work gets completed at the end of the day. Because I do not get distracted in those 30 minutes that I do my work. The next one is listening. It's very important that you listen. It's more important than you communicate. If you want to be a good communicator, be a good listener first. Next one is self-awareness. As I said, it's important that you know what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are. Do a SWOT analysis once in a while. Have it in every 3 months. Take it up yourself and be honest in doing so. Have patience. It's very difficult to culture. It's very difficult to keep that patience and keep that calmness and coolness when you are in a tough situation. But trust me, once you have that, you'll understand that you start acting much mature than whatever you were earlier. Networking, as I said, create good networks. Have people around you who can help you, who can guide you, who can mentor you whenever you require. Crisis management, it again goes back to critical thinking. If you think differently, creativity included. If you think differently, if you find solutions to your problems, you know what you will do when any crisis occurs. Strong work ethics, be respectful to your teammates, your co-workers, have that integrity in your work, and whatever ethics that you believe in, stick to them. Even if you switch corporates or even if you switch your workplaces, this stays with you. Positive attitude. It is said that attitude is everything. Unless you change your attitude, nobody can make you change anything in you. Now we have talked about soft skills. How do we develop these soft skills? What is the path to develop these soft skills? The first one is, as I said, develop a learning mindset, attitude. As soon as you change your attitude that I'll start learning, things get into place. The second one, encourage self-reflection. Now that you know that I am okay, I am ready to learn. What do I learn? Something which you don't know. How do you get into the point of what you don't know? You self-introspect. Have a disk analysis, go for a SWOT analysis and understand what is it that you lack. The third one, expand knowledge and understanding. Now I have the attitude to learn. I know what to learn. The third thing which I know is the knowledge bank or the understanding on how to develop the skill. Go for it. The fourth one, accept opportunities for practice. I said it in the beginning, soft skills, you might lose soft skills if you stop practicing. So take all the opportunities provided to you and practice these soft skills. The fifth one, apply feedback. Take all the feedback as it comes, take it positively, return back to the self-reflection portion, see if you have grown in these months, see if there is some change in your attitude, and whatever is the feedback provided to you, work upon it, start working upon it. These are the simple 5 steps that I could provide you on developing your soft skills. I would also like to close the session by saying knowledge and skill can be taught, but attitude has to be got. If you have the attitude, anybody can teach you about the knowledge and skills that you require. But you do not have the attitude, nobody will be able to persuade you to do something which you don't want to. It's always ASK, attitude, skill, knowledge. Now, ask any questions. Any questions that you have?
Deepalika, if I can go ahead with the first question.
Sure.
So I know you mentioned that these skills are definitely important along with the knowledge that all of us have. These skills are just as important. Now, is it possible to quantify and let us know which ones and how much in a percentage maybe are going to be important? So how much emphasis should I pay or put efforts to get my soft skills higher up along with the knowledge that I possess? I don't know if I've made myself clear.
Yes, yeah, Toastmaster Mayuri. Thank you so much for the question. I would say there isn't a quantity where we can actually define these skills with a percentage value attached to it. It depends on what you are doing right now. If you are a team member, you will require a different skill set. If you are a leader, you will require a different skill set. If you are someone in the talent acquisition, working as a talent acquisition resource, and you are hiring people for a corporate or a company, you require a different skill set. If you are somebody working with a credit card company, you definitely require persuasion skills. You might not require a time management skill there.
So it is
So
the context in which it is important, but
yes.
Important nonetheless.
Yes, essentially, yes.
Essential. So I would like to know a little I mean, if you could just let us know, why are they called soft skills in any case? They're not soft at all.
These are actually intangible. You will not be able to quantify it. You will never be able to measure it, and it differs. I cannot say I have 80% confidence and I am 20% underconfident. You cannot, but I can say I scored 90 in mathematics, and that quantifies the things. So that's the knowledge that I have. But how do I actually convert it into skill? And it differs from person to person. You might be more confident than me, but in a given setup, you might stutter. So it varies from people to people.
Thanks.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yes. I'll just stop sharing my screen now, and we can take up questions if we have. You can unmute yourselves and go for it. Okay, I guess we don't have any questions. If you have any, you can share it with me on a personal chat or in this Zoom chat if required later. Thank you so much for providing me this opportunity. It was great to know each other, and it was great to have these many people attending the session, learning something. I guess I was able to impart some of the things or share some of the things that I learned throughout this course. Thank you so much. And I now hand over to Toastmaster Gangaram. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Deepalika, for this session. If anybody has any doubt, please you can ask now as well if you have any doubt, or else you can share. You can put your message in the chat box, and we can revert back to you if you still have any questions. All right. So since the beginning, I always thought that learning is something needs to be very serious. Okay, that exam, you remember JEE, you have to stay all the night, you have to write, and you have to prepare for it, all the test series and all. But today, in the journey of Toastmasters, I learned one thing, that learning isn't always in serious mode. You can learn even when you are having fun, right? That's what we do in our Toastmasters meeting. And today we also have one section where somebody is going to help you learn while you have just a second. I am really sorry for that. Yes, so today we have somebody who is going to help us learn while having some fun. So please help me welcome our fun master, game master, Toastmaster Rushikesh from Loyal Toastmasters Club. Over to you, Toastmaster Rushikesh.
Thank you so much, moderator Toastmaster Gangaram. And thank you so much for the introduction too. So let's begin. One of the things we do at Toastmaster is to work upon our vocabulary to improve our communication skills. We have grammarian in each meeting who encourage us to use words of the day in our speeches. But have you ever been in a situation where you wanted someone to say, mind your words? If Or what if I say to you, mind your words? So as a Toastmaster, let's practice how to mind your own words. Curious? Let's move to our fun segment. Taboo, mind your words. Rule for these games are pretty simple. You have to speak at least for a minute and not more than 3 minutes. Exactly similar like our table topic speeches, where timer will show you green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 2 minutes, and red card at 3 minutes. There will be grace period of 30 seconds at the end of the speech to wrap it up. Well, you just have to pin our timer, Toastmaster Sakshi, to take care of the time or to look at the time. The second and most important rule of this game is you will get a topic and you have specified time limit to speak, but you are refrained from talking few words which I will give you or ask you to. For example, you get a topic balloon. So I refrain you from speaking about words or this topic like air and sky throughout your speech. So this will be the fun. Let's hear the amazing speeches and the different version of story out of the box. So Toastmasters, are you ready? I encourage everyone to actively participate in this activity. You can use raise hand option or I may call randomly anyone. You can use raise hand option and our Zoom master will let us know. Everyone, over to you. Zoom master, please let me know if someone raises their hand.
We have Toastmaster Aditi who has raised her hand. I would request Aditi to cut. Yes, she's on an ad spotlight. Yes.
Thank you so much. Hi, Toastmaster Aditi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, so I hope every rules are clear to you.
Yes.
You just have to pin our timer screen for timing guideline. So the words I refrain you from speaking throughout your speech is positive and pandemic. Are we good to go? I'm going to give you the topic.
Yes.
The words you are refrained from speaking throughout your speech are positive and pandemic.
Okay.
Okay. Toastmaster Aditi, COVID-19. COVID-19, Toastmaster Aditi. Over to you.
Well, COVID-19. It started 1.5 years back and everything came to a stop. There was lockdown time and again. There were so many people who were diseased and many got hospitalized, many died. It was a very tough period for all of us. I still remember the time when it started. Last 1.5 years back, I was sitting in my office. Suddenly, someone came in my ODC and told me, you know, there are 4 COVID cases next to our building. I said, really? Our offices will be closed. There will be a complete lockdown. We must get back home as soon as possible. Lockdown will be so strict that no vehicle will be allowed on streets. I was really scared. I had to get back home and building next to me had COVID patients. What if I get COVID while going back? What if lockdown is applied right that time? I was very scared while getting back home, but somehow I managed to go back. I still get very scared of that experience. This is one of the scariest experiences which I faced during COVID. Over to you, Game Master, Toastmaster Rushikesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditi. I must say that was so smooth. Normally people use positive and pandemic words when they get topic like COVID-19. Indeed, it was a great story. Thank you so much for participating. Zoom Master, do we have another raise of hand? Come on, guys.
Yes, we have Toastmaster Vikas.
Yes. Hi, Toastmaster Vikas. How are you?
I'm good. I just have to clarify that I have two screens. So this side is the main screen and there's a camera. So I will be looking here. So consider is that I'm looking you, not the
That
other
is
side.
completely fine.
Yeah. So I'm ready. What is the topic?
Before topic, let me tell you, I refrain you from speaking throughout your speech is words are celebrate and freedom. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Toastmaster Vikas, 26 January. 26 January, Toastmaster Vikas.
Just have to recall the two words are freedom and celebrate. Okay. Since childhood, there used to be a date, actually two dates, 26th and 15th of August. 26th January and 15th of August. These 2 days used to be so special for me. I used to get up early, go to the school, and enjoy the whole day with eating sweets and some other funs. Just a recent day, in recent 26th of January, I visited so many places. And one incident I would like to share is that with my friend, I visited a place called Nehra. Most of you might not know, but it was a so amazing place that if you visit there, you will have so many delicious foods there. And the theme was related to 26th January. I do not want to share what was the theme. It was very crucial and secret that you cannot even think of. But I do not want to share that. But it was related to theme, and so amazing, delicious foods were there, and still they continues cooking those meals and all, but not related to the what was cooked on 26th of January. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikas, for participating. It would be great fun if you would have shared that secret thing, but it's okay. Okay, Zoom Master, can we have next volunteer?
There are no raise of hands as of now.
Or shall I call someone?
Yes, there is Samyak.
Yes. Can you please spotlight him?
Yes.
Hi, Samyak.
You're on mute, Samyak.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Shall I repeat any rule or you're clear with it?
Sorry.
Shall I repeat any rule or you're clear with the rules?
It will be better if you repeat the rules because this is for the first time I attended this meeting today.
Yes. So you have to speak at least for a minute and not more than 3 minutes. The segment we normally have.
You are not audible to me.
I'm extremely sorry. I just got a call, so I'm really sorry. So you have to speak at least for a minute, not more than 3 minutes. Exactly similar. We have the table topics in our regular meeting. You just have to pin the timer screen, Toastmaster Sakshis. The screen, the background will get changed. At 1 minute, it will reflect a green color. At 2 minutes, it will reflect yellow. And at 3 minutes, it will reflect red color, which is a deadline. You can wrap up your speech in after 30 seconds. And then the main is you are refrained from talking or using few words throughout your speech, which I will give you. And I will give you one topic on which you have to speak. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, so the words you are refrained from talking throughout your speech are cold, blanket, and chilly. Cold, blanket, and chilly. Your topic is Samyak, winter. Winter, Samyak. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Samyak and winter.
You have to speak on winter only. Winter is your topic.
Yeah. See, as I feel, winter in basically in Vidarbha area, Vidarbhian people, uh, they don't tolerate winter very much, but they tolerate summer season. And nowadays it is very difficult because as weather is changing uh, continuously, so it is very difficult to uh, tolerate winter season. But since yesterday, uh, I'm feeling very good because that severity has been reduced, and but I like winter season because the people look very healthy, and diet is also very good. Fresh vegetables, fruits we are getting in winter season. So I feel winter is very good, and people also take care of their health. Um, that's it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for participating, Samyak. That was a great version of story. Being a Vidarbhian, I can completely relate with your story. Thank you so much. Can we have next volunteer? I can see Toastmaster Ritika. Toastmaster Ritika,
Yes.
are we good to go?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Are we good to go?
Yes.
Okay. So the word you are refrain from speaking throughout your speech are love or something related to love story. Okay. So your topic is Toastmaster Ritika, Valentine Day. Valentine Day, Toastmaster Ritika.
Yes. We celebrate Valentine Day on 14th February, and it is before the previous day of my son's birthday. My son's birthday is on 15th February. So usually we go to celebrate that Valentine Day. This is this is great. So we go to celebrate our very famous area, Dharampet. So we can see the there most of the pairs surrounding there, and they go to the market and buy birthday wish Valentine wishes cards and give them each other. So yeah, Valentine Day is a very yeah, it's okay. Because yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ritika, for participating. And
Because
love is going to be in the air in next month. So
yeah, it's a
wellness, I can say.
how can I describe without the using the love words? in Valentine.
Well, that was the challenge. You cannot speak about love. Thank you so much for participating. Zoom Master, can we have next volunteer?
Our division director, Toastmaster Raviteja Perry, has raised his hand, but I would request yes to add.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, hi Rishikesh. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too.
I'm feeling good as well.
You are refrain from speaking two words that are social media and platform. Okay. Your topic is Toastmaster Ravi, Instagram, Toastmaster Ravi.
Instagram is such an addictive place where you can do all sorts of things. You can ask, you can celebrate, you can show your love, you can do Independence Day or Republic Day as well. These are all the things that people usually shouldn't use, but I am using today in front of you because I have the liberty to use what was not supposed to be used before. Because with that logic, I thought it is better to use those and talk about Instagram. I have done Instagram to ask questions. I have done Instagram to promote love. I have done Instagram to support independence. I have done Instagram to create stories as well. These are the things that you can do with Instagram. Unlike every other things or people do, because this seems to be fun for me. I don't Bing in Instagram, but I am an addictive person in Instagram because I see a lot of other content. You would ask me, is it useful? I would rather say yes to an extent, and you should know the purpose of beyond it, accordingly use it. I do all these things. How about you, moderator? That's a current.
Thank you so much for participating and sharing out of the box version of this your story. That was completely unexpected, and I can see everyone is so good. I thought that people will use.
I can't see anybody, so I'm so sorry about it. Right now, you can't see me as well. There's just a power cut here with me. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes, thank you so much for participating. Can we have next volunteer, Zoom Master?
We have a raise of hand from Division Director Toastmaster Shivani.
Okay.
Toastmaster Mayuri, we had Kumar Utkarsh as well.
Yes, so Rishikesh, I request you to take one more after Toastmaster Shivani. She's already on spotlight.
Yes, sure. Hi, Toastmaster Shivani, how are you?
Hi, Toastmaster Rushikesh. I'm good. How about you?
I'm good too. So we have our Division F Division Director Toastmaster Shivani. So a special topic for you. You are refrained from speaking about leadership, learn and grow.
Okay.
Your topic is Toastmaster Shivani, Toastmasters, Toastmaster Shivani. Over to you.
Wow. Thank you, Toastmaster Rushikesh, for giving me an amazing topic to speak about Toastmasters. Really, I don't have words to explain what Toastmasters mean to me, but one thing which I would definitely want to share with all of you. This Toastmaster word, when after I graduated and I landed up in a job where I was having no idea what to do, I heard this word Toastmaster and I was having no clue about it. This Toastmaster word has literally changed my entire life so far. I've been in this Toastmaster from last 5 years. You won't believe I've been into this system. Even I don't believe myself that I have been into this Toastmaster from last 5 years. I'm not so committed with, some of the things in my life. And I don't know how did I got that confidence that I'll be committed with something which I've never expected. So this was an amazing opportunity. And as I recall, what I did on the first day when I was attending the Toastmaster meeting, my very first own meeting. So it was all about humorous speech contest. I was having no idea about it. And I was so amazed to see how a person can be humorous and can express their thought and can formulate a speech and speak about it. And also on the similar time, people were laughing. I was literally, holding my stomach. I was having pain so much. I was laughing a lot. So literally on the day when I attended my first meeting, I was so amazed that I decided on that first day itself that I will be joining this Toastmasters for me to gain a lot of skills, as I cannot say a couple of words because of this game. But this is a really great platform, and I'm so happy that I have been into this program so far. Have been have got so many learning so far, and I would suggest you all, if you are looking for something to be committed, if you have not ever been into something in your life, please get into this Toastmaster program, because one thing which I can get assurity to you, that this is one thing which you will be committed to. So thank you Toastmaster Rushikesh, for giving me this opportunity and for letting me to play this game, because I was literally scared how I will be able to handle this, any of the topic, if I'll ever get. So thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivani. I must say, I am a good listener. I am a good listener because you use learn. Well, that was out of the box, and that was fun knowing that you have joined Toastmaster and you have been there just because there was a contest going on. That contest has like give you a hope to join Toastmaster, and you are a division director now. Well, let me share my story. When I joined Toastmaster, there was ISC going on, International Speech Contest, and I was so amazed by looking people and getting know that people gonna get to at international level after clearing this level. Oh my God, I have to join this. So I joined Toastmaster because of International Speech Contest. Well, thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivani, for participating. Well, I am left with only one topic, and we have
Kumar Utkarsh. Kumar Utkarsh.
Can we have him on spotlight?
Yeah, hi Rushikesh. Actually, I'm facing a bit of a problem to switch on my camera. So will it works?
Yeah, completely fine.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so your refrain from speaking throughout your speech words like speech and improvement or improve.
Okay.
So your topic is Toastmaster Utkarsh, table topic, Toastmaster Utkarsh.
Okay. So have you ever imagined a situation, a person who have no idea to speak, someone who have not spoken earlier has to speak on a certain topic. The guy is not at all good in his comm skills, but he is kept under the situation where he have to speak. So how can he enhance his competences? How can he enhance his skills? He have no option left. It is equivalent to people who's thrown into a water. He have two options. Either he will sink or he will try to swim. So that exactly happens. The guy had the speech fear, but still he tried his best to speak, and ultimately he did great. His speech was up to mark, and that fear which he was facing earlier, he was not able to face the crowd. He was not able to speak in front of the people, is now clear. And the only reason was that he don't have any option. He was not left with the option, so he had to put his efforts. So the ultimate thing is that if person is going to try his best and speak on something, then ultimately he is going to improve. And that is the only thing which people are trying these days. So table topic is something which is great for someone if he want to enhance his competences and skills. Okay,
Thank
that's
you
from
so
my
much, Toastmaster Utkarsh. That was really amazing. Seriously, that was amazing. And with that, I'm ending with my section. I'm running out of topics. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And it was indeed a great fun having all of you on stage and sharing a different version and out of the box of the stories. Thank you so much. Over to you, moderator, Toastmaster Gangaram.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rushikesh, for conducting this round. It's now my time to hand it over to our area director. But before I hand it over to our area director, I would like to thank all of you who are here today for 1.5 hours and were listening to us and learning with us. So, I would like to especially appreciate the presence of Toastmaster Ravi, the area director, Toastmaster Charan, Toastmaster Ravi, division director. Sorry, let me correct myself. Area Director Toastmaster Charan and Area Director Toastmaster Ria for their presence. Before I hand it over to Toastmaster Sapna, our Area Director of Area N3, I would like to state a quote which had a great impact on my life. It says that the ability to learn is a skill, but willingness to learn is a choice. So I wish you all happy learning. And with this, I would like to hand it over to our area director, Toastmaster Sapna. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gangaram, for wonderfully moderating the entire meeting. Thank you so much. Let's give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Gangaram, Toastmaster Rushikesh, and all the role players. And I would like to acknowledge the presence again. I'm really, really grateful. I'm really happy that division directors, Toastmaster Shivani, Toastmaster Ravi, Toastmaster area directors, Toastmaster Charan, Toastmaster Ria, and Toastmaster Deepalika, they all joined us. I'm so happy. You not only graced us with your presence, but you actively participated in our session. So thank you so much for that. Now coming to the, I would like to share my experience that how we started with Ngage and how we have executed it. So I only had an idea in my mind when Area N1 did Ngage with storytelling. So we thought that let's do something else. Let's have a keynote speaker and then some fun segments.
Sapna, you are on mute.
Yeah, sorry. So I only had an idea in my mind that, okay, we have to do Ngage. Ngage. So we thought to have a keynote speech, then a fun segment. When this idea came into my mind, I thought, who will be the keynote speaker? Then suddenly, I knew that we have an amazing person, amazing speaker with us in Division N. Then why we should go outside of Division N? I interacted with her a lot of time, and every time I talk to her, she always shares something, and I always learn from her. Since when I have joined Toastmasters, I learned a lot from her. Even we have a 5 to 7 minutes of call or maybe 2 minutes of call, she always give something which always mesmerize me. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepalika, for accepting my request and delivering a keynote speech. That was really, really wonderful speech, and I hope everybody enjoyed it and they have something to learn. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ratna, for the opportunity.
Now coming to the
just so everybody knows, Toastmaster Sapna had to literally convince me to give a keynote speech. I was not ready to give it until she convinced me, until she negotiated why should I do it and nobody else can do it. And she spent 3 days convincing it. Hats off to your perseverance. And thank you for providing this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Deepalika. Now, if I talk about the execution of this event, so I really would like to appreciate distinguished Toastmaster Mayuri because she really, she came forward and she told me that, okay, I'll do that. I'll plan it out. She had that checklist with her. She sent all the emails. I didn't do anything. That was the only idea I was having, but the execution credit all go to my team, Toastmaster Mayuri, Toastmaster Gangaram, Toastmaster Rushikesh, Toastmaster Mudit, who created wonderful posters. Thank you so much, Mudit. I'm not sure he's here. Okay, I think he left. So all the posters, all 3 posters which we have created, that is created by Toastmaster Mudit. So I really appreciate all the area N3 members and all the attendees, wonderful participation. Thank you for that. So now I would request Zoom Master to please share the certificates. Yes. So the certificate, I would like to appreciate our division and director Toastmaster Deepalika for taking out her precious time and giving us the wonderful session. Please accept this certificate of appreciation.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sapna.
The next certificate is for Toastmaster Gangaram, the enthusiastic member of area N3. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gangaram, for playing the role of moderator. Please accept the certificate of appreciation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna.
Next, we have Toastmaster Rushikesh. He was not well. Actually, he prepared many games, but yes, I think today only he was very unwell, but still he managed it. I really appreciate Toastmaster Rushikesh. Please accept this certificate of appreciation.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sapna.
Next is Toastmaster Jairaj. Thank you, Toastmaster Jairaj, for playing the role of Sergeant at Arms.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Please accept the certificate of appreciation. Next, we have Toastmaster Sakshi, our savior, who took this role at the very last moment. Thank you so much, Sakshi, for playing the role of timer today. Please accept the certificate of appreciation.
Thank you, Sapna.
Yes. Now, the man behind all the creative posters, Toastmaster Mudit, he is not here, but I really appreciate all the posters which he has created. Thank you, Mudit. Next, we have Toastmaster Mayuri. Thank you so much, ma'am, for playing the role of Zoom Master and also organizing this session, because creating all the checklists, even following up with all the role players. So I really appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sapna. It was fun and it was a great session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Jairaj, for officially closing this session.
Thank you, Area Director. We had a wonderful session, and thank you everyone for joining in. And with this, we conclude Area N3 Engage with Soft Skills Enhancement. Good night and stay safe.